All right, welcome to crate training part 4. This is in our 4th part of our DIY dog training series with Aries as kind of our feature. Today what we're doing is we're looking at crate training, the more advanced version. When we started off with crate training with Aries, he was a little baby, and we were really just trying to think about potty training and sanitation and giving him a safe space. Today, this idea continues to graduate, to scale up. Today we're talking about transportation when we're thinking about doing hunt testing. So Aries is going to be doing some hunt testing soon, and we want him to be able to travel to the test in a safe way. We use our dog trailer setup that we have here. Is how we can transport 10 dogs at a time safely, keep everyone secure and comfortable. The trailer topper setup that we use here has a stainless steel skin with it's insulated, so this gives us very cool conditions. We have exhaust fans, so it keeps the dogs comfortable even in hot weather. So this is the particular setup that we're working for. Now, what I recommend is that when you are thinking about this, think about how are you going to get your dog from the home to the hunt. Whether that's a hunt test or whether that's your duck lease or wherever you're taking the dog, how are you going to get him there and how are you going to get him back? Because you need to think about the gear that you're going to take. You're going to need to think about, hopefully you're bringing back a couple of straps full of ducks. You're going to have decoys. You're going to have guns. Your dog's going to be wet and muddy. How are you going to transport your dog? Some people use a side-by-side ATV, and you need your dog to load in that. Or you may use, if you have a work truck that you use for this, if you have dog boxes on the trailer, whatever it is for how do you get the dog from home to the hunt, that's what this video is about. The way that we do it is using this trailer. Now, it doesn't matter what you use, but we're still taking the same concepts that he's already learned. So he's already learned the kennel command to get into a box. We learned the kennel command on an elevated platform, the kennel command to get into a pickup. Now we're going to use it in kind of an unusual setup here with the trailer where we may have multiple dogs here loaded up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put him back here on the lowest one on the back so it's the easiest to get into. And we're going to say the command to get in. Kennel. Now, as soon as he gets in, we reward with food. Right? Now, if your dog is nervous about this, leave the door open and let him come and go. Some dogs get really nervous about this. However, if you've gotten to where you've gotten this far in training, your dog should figure out pretty quick, hey, when I get in the trailer or when I get in the dog box or when we get in the Ranger, it's go time. Good boy. Good. But you want to make sure that you're doing this with some consistency. So if you watch, Aries won't like it if I stand on the other side. If I open the door like this and stand over here, he's much less comfortable. He will get in there, but he prefers me to stand on the other side. So don't be surprised if your dog gets weird about which way you load him in and out of the trailer. Now, in this particular case, good boy, Aries. Come on. Good boy. We're going to do a little bit of a couple different scenarios. So since Aries, I expect him to have a pretty long hunt test career, I want him to be comfortable getting out of different holes, so I'm loading right over the tire here. So in that case, he's got to jump over the tire to get in. Some dogs get weird about that if there's an object there in the way. Some dogs just get weird about it. They have kind of their own spot. Some dogs don't care, but it's a good idea. Come on, bud. If I can get this door to hold open. I'm on a little bit of a slope. Come on, Aries, come on. Come out. Aries, here. We can reach. Nope. All right, come on. Here, Aries, come on. It's okay. And if they don't want to come out, just give a little encouragement on the collar. No big deal. Go all the way up here to the front. Aries, load up. This is actually a little bit higher. I don't know if you can see the trailer sitting a little bit tipped because we're hooked up to the truck, so it gives it a little bit of a tip here. But this is a great way to be able to transport your dogs long distance, safely, comfortably, clean, so they're not getting mud and junk all over the inside of your truck. So the kennel command has grown from just a puppy trying to be potty trained all the way into let's load in the trailer so we can go hunting. So this is how we're going to transport Aries to his hunt test.